is Julie Crum. Welcome to Back to School Night. I am the HEO science teacher. So a couple things about me. I've been teaching for 25 years. I taught biology at the high school for 5 years, and then I moved up the hill and started teaching 8th grade science at Eagle View, and I've been here for 20 years. I used to coach field hockey, basketball, and cross country, and currently I'm coaching the middle school track and field team. Some of my interests are hiking, fly fishing. I love to go to national parks, and I like to jog. So those are some of the things I like to do. So, important things for this year, things that you need to know. First thing, finding things on Schoology. So this has been kind of one of the big things where students say they have issues with finding things on Schoology. The best thing that I can tell you is we moved the course materials up to the top of the page so that kids can see the course materials right away. And the course materials are what you need to look at. You need to look at the agenda for the week. If they click in to course materials, the weekly agenda is the first thing that's there. So it makes it a little bit bigger if they want to look at the agenda in a bigger format. But the agenda is also posted right on the front of the course materials folder. And so if you look at this past week, this was the week of September 21st to the 25th, it explains everything that needed to be completed, whether you were in school for a live lesson or whether you were asynchronous and online for your asynchronous lessons. So for Group A, Monday, they would have been live. Group B would have been asynchronous. And you can go down through, and the entire week is laid out there, and every single activity has a link that goes along with it. So students can just go to the day that they need to do something for. So if it's Monday and it's B group and I'm at home and I'm doing the asynchronous work, they can just click here. The link is right there, and it takes them right to the asynchronous work that they need to do. The other thing that's down at the bottom are enrichment activities. So these are not required, but these are things that students can do if they would like to. So for live lessons, when students are in class, we really try to maximize the time for interaction and discussion and talking about different things, the concepts dealing with science. The asynchronous lessons are geared more towards reading information, answering questions, taking their quizzes and tests. And the asynchronous lessons, their online lessons, are the majority of what gets graded. Their live lessons, it's very important to have them because that's when we talk about the concepts. I make sure that they understand the concepts that we're going over. We do demos. Right now in science class, we're not actively doing hands-on labs, just for sharing materials purposes. Hopefully that'll change soon. But the live lessons, it's very important that we have class time to interact with each other. The asynchronous lessons are when they are doing a lot of reading for content. They might be watching a little video that deals with the content. And like I said, they'll be taking quizzes and tests. For my class, quizzes and tests have a window of opportunity of when they can be taken. I open quizzes and tests Tuesday at 2 p.m. and I close them on Thursday at 10 p.m. So they have part of the day on Tuesday, they have all day on Wednesday, which is their asynchronous day, and then they have basically all day on Thursday till 10 p.m. So just kind of an idea with the grading for this first unit, for our weather unit, and our test will actually be on October 7th. But for our weather unit, I am not taking points off. I am not basically considering anything late. This is a time period for students to get used to what is required. How am I going to get the asynchronous lessons done? What do I need to do? How am I going to set up a schedule so that this works for me? And so for this first unit, There have been a lot of students not turning in asynchronous lessons. There have been a lot of students not taking the quizzes that are online for them to take. And so for this first unit, this is the time to kind of work out the kinks and figure out, what do I need to do to help support your child? What do you need to do to help support them for them to be successful this year? So one of the things, please don't hesitate to ask questions. Please don't hesitate to have your child ask questions. My email is jcrum@cvschools.org. Most of the students just message me through Schoology. But if there are any questions with anything, if they can't find something, which once again, I can't stress enough that you have to go to the agenda. It makes it real easy to find things. I know that people have issues clicking through folders, trying to find things in folders. Everything has a link. So like Monday, B group needs to do actively learn readings. I click on the link. It takes me right to all of the actively learned readings that the B group has to do. So it's very important that they get used to, and you get used to basically seeing the fact that there is an agenda that has all of the information for the week for them. And it's posted, for me, it'll be posted every Monday morning by 7:30 in the morning. So please don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions. I'm so glad we're back in school. The start of the year has been awesome. Your students have been fabulous. I'm so excited to work with them this year. I know that this is a different situation, and it's going to take some time for students to get used to what they're supposed to be doing. The one thing that I definitely see is that on asynchronous days, when students are not live in my classroom, it seems to be very difficult for them to focus on doing work. And they have to do some of it outside of class, because we cannot, with 2 days live lessons, we can't get all of the content in. So if I could just ask you for support with anything, please just maybe double check, remind them that they have asynchronous work to do. If they need a checklist or things like that, if you think that would help, please just let me know. I'm very excited. I wish I could have met you in person, but I'm very excited to be back at school, and I'm looking forward to an awesome year. Thanks. Bye.